Yo guys, welcome to another episode of Behind the Sound. Today we are talking about my new upcoming release with Ramon called Nuclear Bomb. Without any further ado, let's get into it.
This is not a test.
Nuclear bomb!
Alright, so this idea first came about when Ramon sent me his stems. Basically, he laid out a whole track, and it basically just included the bare bones of the track, included the kicks, and it had these vocals in there. And basically, it was just a nuclear bomb scream vocal, like this one.
Nuclear bomb!
And then it had the drop the bass vocal. So one of the things that I wanted to achieve was I wanted to make it a lot more cinematic. And the idea that I had in order to do that, was to pretty much make a kind of like a World War III broadcast. So like I got this World War III broadcast of YouTube, and it's this.
The launch of 6 nuclear missiles are directed towards the continental United States.
And as you can see, I kind of like looped it and then I created sort of a riser out of it. But stuff like that, and also I had this air raid siren as well in the background. Obviously that's with a bit of a kickstart on it, and then I kind of turned that into a riser as well. Yeah, so all the stuff like that kind of makes it a bit more like atmospheric, a bit more cinematic, which is what I intended to achieve. I also had a combination of these brands and war horns and brass steps as well, just to kind of give it more of an edge. Another thing I did, I also used part of the Phrygian scale. This kind of gives you more of like a mysterious but like very catchy sound, and very simple as well. I kind of had this sound all throughout the track. The first thing I designed was this bass sound. And you can hear stuff like this in tracks like Activation and some of Mutilated's tracks as well. Yeah, so based off that bass sound, I was able to develop a melody after that, and even some of the kicks follow these notes. So I think something like this is very simple, but also very catchy and effective, and that's why those tracks like Activation and those Mutilated's tracks have been so successful, and that's what I try to kind of incorporate over here as well. Another thing I found quite interesting in this track, the screech design, and this kind of screech pattern that I had, like I don't think I've ever really done it before, but I feel like it was very effective for this type of track. It actually, if you play it, it sounds like an alarm that you would hear for bombs dropping and stuff like that. So I feel like it's very effective in this track. And one thing I did was I actually had, in the midis, I had kind of the higher octave and the lower octave playing at the same time, and I would kind of alternate the volumes of each of them. So as it starts off, the higher octave would be a bit more dominant than the lower octave one, and then I would automate the volume, like the higher octave I would automate it down, and the lower octave I would automate it up, and then at the end, the lower one would be a bit more dominant. So you can, when I play it here, you can hear it. Alright, so that's all I've got for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoy the track when it releases, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.